And the qualifying final is underway as the ball goes into the air. Up high was Johnson, gets the tap down for East Chamberlain, picks it up, immediately smothered off his hands, comes out to Dando, who followed up well. He's got a clear passage of kick to full forward. In front, Stevenson for East, but the ball's taken off him, comes back to Woods. He's immediately tackled. Incorrect disposal, said the umpire. So free kick, advantage not paid, and it's East Geelong in the back pocket. So Coy, and that's, I've got to be careful, there's three of them. Brad Coy has the kick there, chips it over the top to Stevenson. Still inside defensive 50, East Geelong. Goes long to centre wing. Good looking kick up high there. Ball tapped toward the boundary and it's over. We've been playing 1 minute in the qualifying final. No score.
Ball's been thrown back into play. Dando over the top there. Ball's knocked down for East Geelong. Falls in the hands of Baker. Goes round the corner towards half forward. Carroll attacks the ball but can't pick up the ball now. Back at the ground level. Players work hard. It's now been picked up. I think it was Hoey that picked the ball up. Gets a handball out. Goes towards player in Hildebrand. He can't get a clean disposal now in the hands of Malane Grant from centre of the ground. Kicks forward. O'Shannessy doesn't take the mark. Sinclair does well. Knocks the ball back to the centre of the ground. Again, Baker picks the ball up. Half back. Running the wrong way. Gets a handball away to Chamberlain towards centre half forward. Behind Reek, but it gets a spoil, picked up there by Broome, and he's able to carry the ball, goes short, and we'll find O'Shannessy still centre wing, now goes longer to the goal square. Shaw over the top, far running in, can't take clean possession, pressure there from the Lachlan it is, he picks it up now, tackled by Sinclair, ball falls free, umpire calls play on, players dive in the ball, pressure there, ball's not coming out, what will the umpire do? He says it's a ball up, just outside the goal square. The Buckley's into the ground with Bannockburn deep in attack.
So 2 minutes gone, no score as yet. Umpire Hunter puts the ball in the air, comes down, and there's a conceded behind from East Geelong kick, and the reliable kick decides to kick to himself and runs on. It's a beautiful kick, well outside defensive 50. All Bannockburn, however, out there. Hoey does well, makes a contest, brings the ball to ground. It's come back to Malane Grant for Bannockburn. Turns the full circle back towards full forward. In front, Shaw. Handball is positive to Watts. Watts, another handball, trying to get it to advantage, but the ball's pushed over the boundary. Ball deep in attack for them. Johnson tried to tap it to the back. Not a clear tap away. There's a head-high tackle. It's gone to Bannockburn.
Lee Perkins.
And it is Lee Perkins. He was very, very good against East Geelong at Richmond Crescent, if I remember too, and looks like he's starting well again today. Lee Perkins, man on the mark's about 35 from goal, 45-degree angle, will take a good kick, and it is quite a reasonable kick, but he's hooked it to the left, so another behind.
They call it, and he goes to that St Albans side of the ground, I suppose. Now he comes back towards the club rooms, goes with a handball to Capani, back now to Baker, gets away, handball up to Chamberlain, pressure there, ball's handballed out, comes wide. Picked up there off the half-back line and kicked now towards centre wing. Wishart's in front, doesn't take possession. Ball goes to Lewis. Lewis with a long kick back towards the goal square. It's a nice-looking kick. Doesn't have the run. Bounces in the goal square. Malane Grant tries to kick it over his head without touching it. Now with Stevenson across half-back. Has time to steady. Goes towards centre wing. Not a good-looking kick, only as far as Gibbs. Now with Perkins. Perkins over the top to Broome. Ooh. Pressure there from Coy. Ducks his head. Another tackle there. Got to be dropping the ball, I think, if he's not going to pay over the shoulders. Play's allowed to go on now. Ball goes forward. Gibbs and Scrobelac at ground level. Ball's picked up there by Dando. Back in support. Has Booley running free. Uses him by hand. Now looks for Wishart on centre wing. And Wishart takes the mark. Again, Lewis over the top. A slow-looking handball. Lewis back to Wishart. They're mucking around with it there. Gets around that player in Carpenny. Wishart now goes short looking for O'Shannessy. All up in front of the pack. Doesn't take the mark. Lachlan back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain now switches direction. Goes across the ground. Booley best favoured by that shot. The kick there. Falls in the hands of Broome. He kicks it up. Goes to Gibbs. That's Dave. Comes wide. Looking for and finds Wishart. Takes the mark into months 3. Plays on. Uses a left foot. Quick kick towards the goal square. Woods is there. Shaw can't pick it up. The half volley. Now it's back in the hands of Paisley. Paisley off centre half back. Goes short. Another poor kick. Only as far as Colliger. Colliger, he goes quickly. Looking for Malane Grant. And Tommy Malane Grant has pushed forward and taken a mark 30 metres out from goal. 45-degree angle.
It's interesting, Laurie. Looks as if he had a little run in the ruck and gone back to full forward, Malane Grant, and East Geelong haven't quite picked that up.
Yeah, I think they just to unsettle their side a little bit, Eric. Good tactics.
So Malane Grant comes in from 30. Usually an accurate kick on goal, and that is no different. That has gone straight through the centre. That's the first goal for the Bannockburn side.
Decides to go to the boundary road side of the ground in front. Scrobelack, strong mark, and how many times in their careers I wonder have those two guys done that. So Scrobelack now, well, he wasn't behind the mark, so he's
number one.
required to go back. He's just outside 50, decides to go the short pass, and it is Sean O'Leary coming from the pocket on that occasion and took a very strong mark overhead, now directing the umpire as to where he wants to mark, and never lost for a word, Sean O'Leary.
No, not at all.
But this is a kickable goal for Sean O'Leary. Man on the mark 40 metres from goal, near enough to directly in front as Sean O'Leary now moves in. He's made very good contact. Goal umpire hardly moves, and that's first goal of the day.
So ball back in the centre of the ground. Johnson gets the ball down, picked up by Coy, and that's Ryan. He goes towards half forward. Good strong mark over the top by Hoey, I think it was. Gets the handball off, goes towards Hildebrand. Hildebrand short and finds Scrobelack. Now this is again within distance, but he plays on quickly, goes wide, and will find Carroll. So Carroll, half forward flank, or in between the half forward and the forward line, 40 metres out from goal. That's where he'll kick from. A gettable goal once again with a bit of a wind sheltered by the trees down that end of the ground. So in he comes, kicks on goal.
Kick.
Off to the side and through for a minor score. So 1 goal, 1.
So the ball brought back in quickly for Bannockburn. It's come to Gibbs. He's gone looking for Dando. Not a good kick, and Dando has to work really hard at ground level now. In fact, he gets the ball back, intercepted the hand pass is Ryan Coy, and he's held. Umpires put the whistle on play, and in front of the scoreboard here at St Albans, half forward flank for East Geelong, kicking to the northern end. In the first quarter, the ball will go into the air as Scrobelack does the ruck work in the forward half. Comes down to Ryan Coy, off his left foot, goes towards the full forward position. Courageous mark there, not paid to Bannockburn. They continue as Watts goes back to the defensive goal square with a handball. Now it comes out looking for and finding Colliger. Half-back flank for Bannockburn. 10 minutes gone first quarter, 1-2 Bannockburn, 1-1 East Geelong.
So Colliger looking for support there now, has it with Dan Gibbs. Gibbs comes wide, the target will be O'Shannessy. Does well, Paisley, ball falls to the back of the pack and picked up there by Hickleton. Zach goes short, looking for Malone. Grampert Stevenson meets the ball solidly, does well, picked up this time by Watts. Watts goes over the top by hand, tries to fly Malone. Grampert, he can't pick the ball up. Paisley does at ground level, back with Stevenson. Now it's picked up and kicked forward by the player in Thomas. So Thomas only as far as Broome, runs through the pack, has Watts, goes by hand, kick round the corner, puts pressure on Lewis, but coming the other way and a good strong mark. And I think that is Chamberlain by, yes it is, that's Robbie Chamberlain. So Robbie Chamberlain just backward of the centre, goes towards a half forward line. Another good kick and a good lead by O'Leary. Takes the mark, turns, goes quickly. Target will be O'Hara. Pressure there from Van Ingen. So probably nearly could have dragged him down there a bit. Probably a bit unlucky not to get a free kick, but picked up there by Dan Gibbs. He goes short, a poor kick off the boot. Able to follow up and pick the ball up, but now he's got pressure. Needs to get the ball out, does so. Ball comes out, O'Hara, good use of the body. Tackle, there's a lot of pressure down back. A good smother there on Van Ingen by, I think, one of the Coy boys in there. And the umpire says, let's give it to me and we'll ball it up. And that smother was from Josh Coy, I think, off the half forward line. So plenty of desperation by the East Geelong side to keep the ball on their forward line. Ruck duties, Violet and Scrobelack. Ball comes down, picked up by Broome. Has support and a good shepherd there by Gibbs. Goes towards half forward, pushing the back there, and umpire Ganachia picks it up. Paisley, unlucky. Bit of a hip and shoulder.
The umpire was right there, wasn't he?
Yeah, right position to see it. So John O'Shannessy now, centre wing, looking to go forward. Target's going to be Hickleton. Takes the mark. Good strong stretch and a grab there from Zach Hickleton. Hickleton now goes forward looking for Shaw, leading down the ground, and Big Clint can't take the mark. Knocks the ball out to Gibbs. Gibbs has got pressure there coming the other way, and now looking for support, but there's no one around. Paisley picks the ball up, gets around Lewis, goes to Carpani. Carpani back to Paisley. Now he has the ball himself and runs. Kicks the ball round the corner. Scrobelack the target. Violet in front. Scrobelack does well, 2 against 1. Can't hit the ball and misses and goes forward. Shaw picks the ball up, has pressure again, picked up and goes forward quickly. It's a good, ugly looking, or it's a good, gobbly looking kick, I think. Picked up by player Malane Grant, who shoots on goal, and Malane Grant has kicked another one. So his second for the afternoon.
Yeah, once again, Both ruckmen up high, but Johnson gets the tap down for Bannockburn. Running onto the footy there is Malone Grant. Went without it. Back in there also is Far. But finally, Malone Grant does well. Gets a handball out. College, a brilliant tackle. Ball comes to Carpenny. He can't handle it. And gee whiz, it's pretty hot in the middle. But Carpenny comes out of the scrum with the footy. Kicks it towards half forward. Good strength, Ryan Coy. Handball over the top to Chamberlain. Chamberlain, long kick into the forward 50. Picked up by Scrobelack. Turns under pressure. Offline to the right-hand side. His first kick at goal.
And to start play, comes straight down the ground. Filett's going to be the target, but over the back goes to Scrobelack. He plays on quickly, goes short, and that will fall into the hands of Carroll. Carroll turns around, plays on, and kicks a goal. So Mark Carroll has...
Ball goes up, Filett gets the tap down on this occasion, only as far as Chamberlain, looking for a free kick, Chamberlain, but not forthcoming. And the ball comes across to Gibbs, and Gibbs goes towards half forward. Shaughnessy, almost a good mark. Follows up, does well. Far got in the way of his teammate Wishart there, but he comes back far. Not a good handball looking for, and finding Aaron Broom to Colliger. Colliger tackled high. No, said the umpire. He's talking about the handball being okay. What about the tackle? So bad luck, mate. It was there. The ball in front of our broadcast. Oh, wonderful tap down from Johnson straight in the arms of Hoey. Runs away, has one bounce. Kicks it long towards centre half forward. Numbers back there with Bannockburn. Mark dropped and Scrobelack doing the roving. Turns. Nobody in the anywhere near the full forward area for either side. And Scrobelack misses everything. Out of bounds on the full to the right-hand side. Burley takes the free kick and plays on quickly. Finds Watt. Half-back flank for Bannockburn, and he takes the mark. We've been going 16 and a half minutes, 2-2 apiece in the qualifying final.
So ball's kicked short, goes to Broom. Broom trying to find College in the centre. A good half volley pick-up. Goes by hand to Lewis, who's running off half-back now. Gets to the centre of the ground. Long kick forward. Over the top of Hickle and leading forward. He'll have to go back and get it, but good support or good pressure there from the East Geelong and Thomas, but it's picked up there by Perkins. Goes to Far. Far. Chance to shoot on goal. Goes round the corner, but pulls it too far. So it's through for a minus. Long often clears the 50-metre zone, so now comes in. He's going to go towards the probably straight up the ground now. Johnson's in front. O'Hara, good ball from behind, will come to a Colliger. Fends off Carpenny, but he does well. A good strong tackle. Ball falls into the hands of Far. Far goes short, looking for O'Shannessy. Shaw comes out, picks the ball up, goes in the right foot. A good centering kick. Tries to find Malone Grant, but over the top and falls into the hands of Lee Perkins. So Lee Perkins, from 40 metres out, this is testing material for this young kid. This is right on the limit.
Not a long kick.
Not a long kick. No. Not a good kick, not like his brother Dean.
Gets a bit of it though, doesn't he?
Yes, he certainly does.
Sprayed it, I think. Is Dean out there?
And isn't that a great sight for East Geelong?
Certainly is.
Comes onto the ground for his first run. Well, the ball has been brought in quickly for East Geelong, and it's relayed very, very quickly to centre wing. Johnson up high, doesn't take the mark. Picked up by Stevenson. He handballs a Hoey. Hoey draws a player. Lovely handball, and now the long kick for East Geelong into full forward. Scrobelack in front. Will he be paid the mark? Second attempt? No, he won't. So kick off the ground for Bannockburn. The ball's back in the middle of the ground. Now a chance for Bannockburn, but attacking the football strongly for East Geelong, and pulled up a little bit short was one of
Josh
the Coys. It's Brad Coy. Has handballs to Chamberlain now. Chamberlain from the centre. Goes a long kick to the lead at forward pocket, and it's Sean O'Leary, and takes a very good mark. I tell you what, he's creating some problems for Burley out there, and maybe Dale, you might need to look at that if you're coaching. But Sean O'Leary, man on the mark's just inside 50, and we've always said, Laurie, this is a very nasty pocket here, but there's a lot of goals get kicked from it, so we'll see now. Sean O'Leary comes in, glorious kick off the boot, very, very close, just touched on the line and pushed through. East Geelong, they trail Bannockburn 2-4-16. Common Fiend Hotel first quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes gone. We're into time on.
So another quick kick up the ground. Ball's come to Gibbs. A poor handball gone to nobody there, but it's been picked up there and cleared back into the attacking zone for the East Geelong side at ground level. Gibbs picks the ball up, gets through the contest, able to work his way through, think his way through. Now he gets a handball, comes out wide to O'Shannessy, kicks the ball towards centre wing. Nice looking kick, favours Wishart, but Carpenny, good pace, gets to the ball first, doesn't take the mark now. Both players scrapple with each other. I think the umpire's going to see it go over the boundary. boundary line for a throw-in. No, it's right on the line. And umpire Ganacci will ball the ball up once again. So, waits, throws up now. Wishart to do the ruck work there, but comes to the ground. Does Wishart, cleans up, goes by hand to Colliger. Little short kick, finds Broom, who's running forward. Broom now picks the ball up, has time to steady, goes forward. Shaw on a big lead, and Clint Shaw takes a mark on 45 and will go back and have a shot at goal. So he's presented well, the big fella, but may just need some time to get his skills going, I think, the big fella.
He hasn't handled the ball with any surety, has he, so far?
No, this will do him good if he gets slot this one.
So Clint Shaw will have a good look from here. We'll kick from right on 50. Again, this is a testing kick for the big fella. He's going to get awfully close to the man, the mark. Pulls it across in doing so. It'll only go to the goal square. Johnson, big jump there, but unfortunately couldn't take the mark. Work to be done here by O'Shannessy, but it comes to the back and Chamberlain just thumps the ball wide, goes out beyond the 50-metre zone. Ready for the race of the ball is Watts. Watts does well, taps the ball back, picks up there by Dwayne Broom, who's come onto the ground. He goes short, looking for O'Shannessy, and that's a nice polished finish. Goes short. O'Shannessy now has the lead further up the ground. Shaw again, moving well, the big fella. And I reckon he'll be blown like a tanker at the present time. And again, just outside his range to be comfortable for Clint Shaw, but quite capable of kicking this from the 50. Comes in, that's a better swing at the ball, but again, going across the face of goal, Hickleton doesn't take the mark and goes through was behind the line, so behind.
To bring the ball back into play, kicks to himself again and runs clear of the goal square. A long kick towards centre wing at the, well, there's a whistle
Free
in
kick to
the
Carroll,
contest. It's going to O'Hara a long way up the ground. Backward of centre has the free kick for East Geelong.
That's his first kick for the day.
So O'Hara now continues down the flank to was Johnson again going high for the mark, but can't take it. Burley having some trouble controlling it. He's got players supporting him and shepherding, but he's lost it there, and that's a poor effort on his behalf. But the ball now is in the forward pocket for East Geelong, so that's gone up there very, very quickly, as it is now forced under the decision, I understand.
Who's got the footy?
Coy
for East Geelong.
And I think it's Josh.
It's Josh, I think, number 10.
Yep.
As he moves in. He's gone the check side from a long way out. It's a magnificent kick. I'll tell you what, he knows how to kick goals.
Against Filet, both players, but Johnson gets the ball down, picked up by Chamberlain. He's tackled the ball now with Carpenny. Broom can't take the ball, but this time Aaron does. Picks the ball up, goes to Wishart. Wishart to Filet, gets a handball out, but to no one in particular. Picked up by Ryan Coy. Goes sidewards and will find the player there in Baker. So Baker from centre wing takes one bounce. Now kicks long. Nice looking kick once again. Scrobble the target. Back in support at the front of the pack. Picked up and kicked a goal there by the player. I'm not too sure who it was. But
I'll pick him up.
It was certainly a good performance.
So we're underway again. 25 minutes gone. Tap down comes to Chamberlain for East. It's all East at the moment as they go towards half forward. O'Hara up high, can't bring the ball down. Now Bannockburn have got to work hard in defence as Gibbs is tackled high and will take the free kick. So David Gibbs decides to play on by hand, and the ball continues now across the ground, looking for far in the middle of the ground. He can't take the mark. Sean O'Leary, a long way from the goal square, on centre wing in fact, hooks it back towards the centre half forward position. Back of the pack, Lewis for Bannockburn. Long handball to Mullane Grant on his own in the middle. Handball to Aaron Broom, who's running. They need a goal out of this saute, the Bannockburn side. Stevenson dropped the mark he should have taken. Can he run onto it now is Perkins. He's held without the footy. They're all over him at the head of the goal square. Umpire says, I'll have it. And at the 26-minute mark, the ball will be put in the air on the 10-metre line at full forward for Bannockburn. Johnson's back there. Singled as Johnson thumped it towards the goal area.
The ground, Chamberlain wide. That'll be the target. Goes in that direction. Mullane Grant's there with him, but Chamberlain up and down, doesn't take the mark. Ball hits the ground, picked up there by Mullane Grant. Has pressure now from both East Geelong players. Chamberlain over the top and Sinclair thrown in now by the umpires. The siren sounds to finish the first quarter here at St Albans.
So it is quarter time in the qualifying final GDFL, and at quarter time, Bannockburn 2-6-18 trail East Geelong 4-3. Holds the ball aloft, siren sounds. And here we go. Ball in the air. Second quarter underway. Tapped down 50-50. It went to Chamberlain of East Geelong immediately onto the left foot inside forward 50. But backing back, taking the mark was Gibbs. A solid mark. Oh, not a good kick. And he read that pretty well, Baker. And has taken the mark ahead of Brad Watts. Not positive enough. Goes towards full forward. Scrobelack on the lead. Ball comes to Collinger at ground level. Handball to Reek. Reek of Bannockburn now. Goes to the middle of the ground. Lewis on his own takes the mark for Bannockburn. And still in the centre circle, Matt Lewis. Looking for a bit of movement. Goes towards, oh gee, there's 3 players to 1 out here on the wing. Dan, at least Violet takes the mark. Handball to Collinger, who's the leading forward. Doesn't quite get Hickleton. Hickleton, good handball over to Malane Grant. Oh, terrible handball from him. He's put Perkins under real pressure. And now there's a whistle on play. In fact, there's a free kick going against Bannockburn. And Coy of East Geelong takes the kick, goes toward the middle of the ground. Up high was David Gibbs. Brings the ball to ground. Aaron Broom. Handball positively to Watts. Watts now. That's a better looking kick, a better looking lead. But the forwards can't quite reach it. There's a lovely handball to David Gibbs running into the open goal from 35. Made a terrible hash of that. That's why he's always been a defender, I guess. Out of bounds on the full beside the behind post. 1.5 minutes gone, second quarter. Still no change to the quarter time score. East 4-3, lead Bannockburn 2-6.
So Chamberlain picks the ball up off half back, goes for the handball, goes towards Carpani, running towards the boundary line. He picks the ball up, has time on the left foot, kicks short, and a nice looking kick. Goes forward, finds Hoey coming off half back, half forward. Kicks towards centre half forward, Violet there, leads in the ball, has time to pick the ball up. Pressure from Scrobelack now from behind, but he does well. Carroll's there to support. He gets the ball out, but only far as Hoey this time. Now back in the hands of the big fella in Violet. Violet goes towards Dando, under pressure once again, able to get a little quick kick on the ball, but only as far as Carpani, who's working down the ground. He'll have plenty of time to steady. Has 30 metres on his own. Short with left foot, goes to O'Leary, and he takes the mark on the forward line. Just on around the 15-metre line. Kicking capabilities not without a doubt here, but he goes short and he finds Hildebrand, who's pushed forward. Gained the angle pretty tight. He's not far away from the boundary line, but some 20 metres closer to goal.
They've been prepared, Dale East, to share it around in the forward 50.
They've done that very well, actually. If a player's been there, they haven't been afraid to reward that player for running hard. So Hildebrand runs round, kicks towards the goal square. It's not going to be a mark. Well, sorry, it is going to be a mark or a free kick.
Free kick,
and it's going to go to Scrobelack for a push in the back. Or something.
Shepherd, I think.
I would have thought Scrobelack was doing the shepherding. However, we're a long way away from it.
So Adam Scrobelack, the right side for a left footer. He shouldn't miss from there. He's only going to be about 5 metres out, if that. And the first major of the second quarter, a big chance here from the coach, and he doesn't let them down. It goes straight through the middle of the goals. The first goal for Adam.
To battle again in the middle, and this time Johnson, lovely tap down. Malane Grant in the middle, read it well, tries to take it away, gets it to Broom. Finally, a kick out of the pack in the middle of the ground, goes towards half forward for Bannockburn. Ball bouncing fairly awkwardly. Alistair Woods, first time he's been very close to the action, puts a good tackle on that occasion. Ooh, almost kicking in danger. Umpire a fair way from the scene. He was on the blind side. Oh, now it's a free kick against Shaughnessy. Umpire suggested wasn't trying to get the footy out, so free kick East Geelong. And Matty Lewis does a great job. The two number twos contest out there, Chamberlain and Lewis. Lewis hooked it around the body on the left foot, and well, a free kick, a relayed free kick. Lewis put down by Chamberlain after he kicked the footy, and Malane Grant the recipient. He kicks it inside forward 50. Oh, terrible kick. There's only East Geelong players there. Mick O'Leary, uncontested, has taken the mark at centre half back for East. Gets the call, middle of the ground. The lead's there from brother Sean, and takes a strong mark. He's outmanoeuvred David Gibbs on that occasion. A long kick straight down the corridor.
Training drill.
That is training drill stuff. You took the words out of my mouth, Laurie, because Scrobelack led from the goal square to almost forward 50, and Sean O'Leary hit him right on the chest with the pass. Scrobelack 10 metres in front there of Dan Gibbs, and now the opportunity to kick 2 in a minute. Adam Scrobelack, about 45 out when he kicks the footy. It's
Hooked it.
Oh, he has hooked it. You can see the left foot come across the body. 1 goal, 2 off the boot. 18 Exhaust Brothers second quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes gone.
So Broom brings the ball back in, goes to Reek in the back pocket now towards the centre wing. Collier coming across with a flight, can't take the mark, but now in the hands of Dean Perkins. Perkins goes towards the half forward line. Nick Farr uses his body to get the player underneath the ball. Comes now to Mullane Grant, but good pressure there from O'Leary. He wins possession. Now the ball back in the hands of Farr. Farr goes short, looking for Shaw. Comes out, goes, doesn't take the mark. Comes in the hands of Ryan Coy, goes round on the left foot. Kick towards half back. Lachlan drops a mark off his chest. Coy follows up. This kick only goes 5 metres into the hands of Farr. Farr to Perkins. Perkins centres the ball up and will find Dwayne Broom. So Dwayne Broom, 40 metres out from goal, has a chance to go back and shoot from that position. Not much of an angle to deal with. Distance could be the only factor here. Just chips at the ball. It's not a confident looking kick towards goal. A big punch from the defence of East Geelong, which sees the ball go through for a rush coming onto the ground. So Baker, long kick outside 50, a long way outside 50, goes to the half back line and beyond. Picked up there and falls in the hands of Dean Perkin. A good tackle there from Stevenson it was. Comes to the back of the pack. Farr able to pick the ball up. He's able to release the ball by hand again. Perkins shrugs off a tackle and that's Dean. Goes back to the goal square forward pocket I should say, and Clint Shaw has taken the mark. So Clint Shaw has Dwayne Broom out directly in front of goal. A good looking kick. Probably stretched the distance a little bit further than he would have liked to, but Dwayne Broom from about 30 metres out should make a adjustment from his last kick and put this ball through for a goal. A much needed goal to the Bannockburn side.
They need this one. He had to stretch his hammies to get there, Smithy.
He certainly did. So Dwayne Broom from about 30 metres out, directly in front, comes in. Usually a nice kick on goal. It's gone across to the left-hand side through for another minor.
That's where he ran.
That's where he ran.
So Dwayne Broom now moves the Bannockburn score to 2 goals 8 to the East Geelong 5 goals 4. We've gone 8 minutes, second quarter Exhaust Brothers scoreboard.
10 shots to 9 at the moment. The 9 are easily in front as the ball's come out to
Carroll.
almost to centre wing.
Paisley.
And Paisley takes the mark for East Geelong. Kicks it very, very high towards centre wing. Up high, Dando can't get a fist on the footy. Aaron Broom, he's tackled. He might be pinged for dropping the ball. He is. A good tackle there by Carroll. And Aaron Broom, unfortunately, he's had the ball 3 times and ducked his head, Laurie, into the tackle.
Yep.
The handball quickly from Carroll went to Baker. Baker towards half forward, and all of a sudden the forwards are running riot as O'Hara takes the mark for East Geelong.
Have a shot, son.
Man on the mark's at 45.
Yeah, I think he's a good kick, this guy.
Dale's advice was have a shot, and I think wouldn't be beyond him, certainly. If there's any sort of a bruise, it's behind him. But Dean O'Hara at centre half forward. Runs to inside 50. It's a low skimming kick and there's a bit of activity in the goal square. Scrobblek ends up on the ground. All clear, set the umpire. So behind to Dean O'Hara. 5 goals, 5, 35 East. They lead Bannockburn 2-8-20. Exhaust Brothers second quarter scoreboard, 9.5 minutes gone.
So Aaron Broom to do the kicking in, goes to his brother in the back pocket and will find Dwayne. Dwayne round the corner, comes towards Reek. Reek takes the mark outside 50, he's able to play on now. His kick also short, looking for Watt at centre wing. Has the support there from O'Shannessy, but he picks the ball up, takes them on, looking for support, goes over the top, looking for Perkins again, not hitting the target, but Perkins is able to win the ball up with support from Collier. Collier now in the hands, goes around the corner, looks to the half forward line. Alistair Woods leads in the chase. Bad bounce, comes back to Perkins. Ball spills out in the tackle, comes to Chamberlain. Spins, good tackle there from Woods. Sees the ball back now with Chamberlain again. Gets the handball to Paisley. Paisley in traffic. Does well, gets out to Howie. Howie off centre wing, carries the ball now. Looks for and will try to go to Scrobblek, who leads in the race for the ball. Pushes Dando under the ball, then tries to knock the ball back towards player there in O'Hara, but Watts in support, goes backwards by hand. I reckon they're going the wrong way, but it's come off there because the ball's gone to centre of the ground. Good spoil from behind by Mick O'Leary. Baker on the left, round the corner, looks for Coy, all by himself, 10 metres in the clear, and Josh Coy picks off the ball and takes the mark. Again, probably just outside his range, looking for O'Leary. That's where he's gone in that direction, so O'Leary's the target. O'Hara's there in front. Good spoil from behind. Good read of the play there from Howie. Tries to get through the pack, got almost through. Tries to kick the ball off the ground.
Pretty interesting interchange. The ball was in the forward half for Bannockburn, and they took Watts off from the middle of the ground. Gee, left them very vulnerable as the ball now from Aaron Broome, back into the middle of the ground. Mark almost taken by Chamberlain. He's tackled, gets a handball clear, and East Geelong with numbers now.
Someone's
the little
down the middle of the ground.
Coy.
Ryan Coy, it looks like, as Baker has the mark outside 50, decides to go long to the goal square. It's a long kick, all in front.
Oh, it's got to be a
Scrobelack.
free kick.
Umpire puts the whistle on play. I think Scrobelack might have made sure that the umpire saw it, but he was in front. He was retarded, and now we've got what's happened here. The other umpire ran down the ground. I don't know what quite a bit happening off the ball now without the ball being thrown up in the middle of the ground. Sean O'Leary gets the free kick at centre half forward, and at the moment it is all East Geelong as Scrobelack takes the mark in the goal square, and the one person has given the 2 free kicks at midfield, Dale. They'll need to have a look at that.
Get him off.
Scrobelack now is kick 2. All of a sudden he's starting to have a huge impact on the game, and your call has been heeded, Laurie, as Scrobelack now kicks his 3rd, 2nd in a minute, and East Geelong go from strength.
And ball's thrown up now. Dando up early, Johnson over the top, comes down to Chamberlain, doing well in the centre of the ground, goes round the corner, kicks towards the half-forward line. O'Leary attacks the ball, does it well, gets the handball off to Carroll. Carroll running in support. Now Hoey, he's joined up in the pack. Gets through the first tackle, good pressure from Dando, ball falls out in the tackle, and it's going to be deemed incorrect disposal, and Ross Dando from centre half back takes a free kick, comes wide, finds Hickelin, he catches the ball now, takes off now, kicks towards the centre wing, goes short, looking for Broome, lets the ball bounce in front of him, doesn't take clean possession, has time to steady, again short, over the top, looking for his brother, but Carroll does well, good chase, good spoil, knocks the ball.
Broome, the idea was okay, but it was a hospital kick, wasn't it?
Shocker.
Ball's played in now, comes toward Van Ingen off half forward, gets a beat past him, Reek takes possession, Coy in pursuit, ball's going to go over the boundary line once again, and now ruck work to be done by Dando. O'Hara gets the knock to the ball, comes to Hoey, a quick kick round the corner on the left foot, goes to Wolf forward, Gibbs leads out in the chase for the ball, doesn't take possession but able to follow up now. Scrobelack comes in to support his player there in Hildebrand, but the ball's worked out to Dando. Dando gets a quick hand on the ball, comes towards Matthew Lewis. Now he gets out of the attack, goes in the left hand, goes towards Booley. Booley will need to get rid of the ball, but a poor handball again. Ball turns over, goes to Coy. Coy puts the ball back into the attacking zone. Standing under Chamberlain. Good tack on the ball, good mark, and he's now taking possession of the ball. Ainsworth in support, goes across the ground. O'Hara's the target, and Dean O'Hara doesn't let him down. He takes a strong mark, running with the flight of the ball.
Geez, having a good day.
Chamberlain's got it on a string. And
he's had 10 kicks, 5 handballs.
And Hoey's crashing the packs.
And Hoey has had 5 kicks and 3 handballs.
Dean O'Hara has moved quickly and he's shot on goal and has gone through for a goal. So the East Geelong side...
We'll see how we go this time as Johnson again. Beautiful tap down to Hoey. Runs forward. Long kick to full forward. Scrobelack, he's got the mark, the free kick, whatever you like. The whistle came out before the mark was taken. But Adam Scrobelack in front there of Dan Gibbs, and that is a concern. Dan Gibbs a lot shorter than Scrobelack.
Kick number 10, Eric, for Adam.
That's that right. So he's already got 3-2 to his credit. He's got a mark 35 metres out directly in front. And the opportunity here for Adam Scrobelack, the coach of East Geelong, to lead from the front and get them further in front. I think Bannockburn will be looking for half-time, Laurie. It's almost 18 minutes as Adam Scrobelack now moves in. Normally very reliable kick on goal. This is no exception. He's gone right through the middle for goal number 4, and it is the 9th for East.
This time file it in ruck, but Johnson does well again, comes to Chamberlain once again. So Chamberlain clearance out of the centre, it'd be probably about 10 this quarter, and the ball's gone to half forward, picked up there. O'Leary round the corner, shot on goal, which way the bounce, it goes 2 goals 8.
So Aaron Broome, and they've had problems here too, clearing the ball from defensive 50 on a kick-in. Broome's gone to the outer side, and mark not taken there by Perkins, and you've got to take those from the kick-in numbers with Bannockburn. A free kick against Bannockburn, player held without the footy. It's gone to Carpenny. Handballs quickly, and Josh Coy again inside 50, and there's O'Hara. O'Hara too tall, too quick for Van Ingen at the moment, and some of the matchups are not working. Scrobelack reckons he's going pretty well. He's going off for a rest. But Dean O'Hara now, already a goal kicker in this quarter, has the Ball just inside 50, gets underneath it. It's a lovely looking kick, unfortunately to the left of the tall tip. Tick towards 20 minutes.
So this time Elaine Grant to do the kicking in. He comes to the broadcast side of the ground. Johnson in front, gets the ball to the front of the contest. Gibbs is there, front and square, picks the ball up, turns under pressure. Good pick off there by Lachlan. Lachlan goes by hand to Howie. Howie goes directly across the front of goal, looking for and trying to find Ainsworth. Can't pick it up. Picked up there by Hildebrand. Hildebrand goes quickly towards goals.
Oh, great
and
mark.
Coy takes a diving mark. Has it been paid? Yes, it has.
Josh Coy again.
So Josh Coy from the forward pocket. Another banana lorry, do you think? Or
no, you look for someone here.
you reckon?
Oh,
I don't know. I reckon he's a rover, mate. He'll go the banana.
He's running about fourth on the goal kicking.
If the score was a bit close, he might pick someone out, but
He's going back,
kick number 6 for Josh.
holding the ball as if it's going to be a drop punt. Oh no, he's angled it across his body, I think. It's going to be another banana kick, whatever they call them. So he kicks on goal. This time doesn't connect sweetly, and it goes across the other side of the ground and out in the forward pocket about 20 metres around from goal. So he misses by a fair way. Elaine Grant to do the kicking in once again.
Gee, you can't have your centre forward kicking in, surely, can you?
So he goes short, not a good looking kick, going to put pressure on Gibbs, but Gibbs, Dan takes the mark, comes wide, looks for Booley, by himself, has time to take the mark, looking for players up the field, goes that way now, not a good looking kick, favours Paisley, he's in front, puts the ball down the tackle, umpire says it's okay, now the players are diving on top of each other, and an umpire says ball up.
When they miss targets, Laurie, it's crucial, isn't it?
Yeah, no, look, I don't want to be sound like a broken record, but they haven't found a target hardly all the first half.
So in ruck, Johnson goes up against O'Shannessy. Ball comes down to Howie, comes through his legs. He's able to go back and get it though. Does well, kicks round the corner. Coy by himself. Should be able to take the mark. Don't know whether that should have been probably a free kick, although he didn't make contact. And the ball in the hands of Reek. Again, round the corner. Not a good looking kick. Can't find Lewis. Picked up there by Howie. Good strong tackle there, but Howie just works his way round through the contest. Then goes towards centre half forward. In front, Perkins. Behind was Ainsworth. Comes to Perkins, now to Filet. Filet gets a handball to Hickelin. They're going backwards again the wrong way. Back in the hands of Gibbs. Gibbs fends off, but it's too high. And the free kick will go to the player there in Coy. And this time it is Brad Coy. So Brad Coy inside 50. Has Chamberlain beside him. I reckon I'd be going to stand next to him. And there's another bloke beside him is Baker. They're two prodigious kicks of the football.
Baker's a beautiful kick of the football.
So Coy still wanted to hand the ball off, but he's going to have to kick it himself now. Comes in, crosses over 50, kicks from 45. It's not a good looking kick off the boot, goes to the goal square, and Filet comes out, plays on quickly by hand to Reek, puts him under pressure. He's able to get out of that pressure situation by hand, goes to far now, goes towards centre wing. Over the top, Woods takes one of his only marks of the game. Has Broom running through the middle. Goes to that player, gets a handball off to Hickelton. Hickelton now goes wide, has Perkins, and that's Dean, who's pushed forward off the far wing. Support there from Watts if he needs it, but he's able to pick the ball up. Could have ran another 10 or 15 metres, goes to the goal square, looking for Dwayne Broom, the smallest forward they've got. Wishart's there. Handball comes back to Shaw. Shaw goes by hand back to Broom. Broom to Woods. Woods now has time. Will be on the left foot, goes towards goal, coming back. Goes to the goal square, but back there Sinclair takes the mark, plays on quickly, goes wide, has Ainsworth out by himself on centre wing now because the ball's travelled that far, able to pick the ball up. There's the first bounce, steadies, has Lewis in chase, gets around that player, works back around Wishart, comes back to the centre of the ground, Coy, and that time it's Brad Coy in the centre of the ground. He again looked wider, comes to Capani by himself, bin yards, takes the mark, plays on, playing a great brand of football, East Geelong, goes towards a hot spot. Elaine Grant goes back with the flight, but Gibbs able to read the plaque off the ball off the pack, comes wide, looking for Reek. He can't take the mark, has the pace to pick the ball up. Good pressure from Ryan Coy, and the ball goes over the boundary line for a throw in.
So very Coy having some discussion with the umpire, but up high over the pack was Filet. Only hit it as far as Baker of East Geelong. He hooks it around the body back to centre half forward. Sean O'Leary picks it up. Magnificent hook shot. Oh, hit the post.
Top of the post.
Hooked it around the body from 45 out. Sean O'Leary's brother's second quarter scoreboard, 24 and a half minutes gone.
So a quick transfer of play finds Booley getting the ball off half back, kicks to the wing. And the player O'Shannessy picks off now to Dean Perkins running past, goes short by foot, looking for, and Woods in front of Paisley takes the mark. That's a good positive bit of play. Probably the first sign of anything real they've done for most of the game. So Woods now goes short to the goal square. Shaw will be the target. No player attacks the ball, but Stevenson reading the ball from behind. Takes the ball now. Kicks back towards centre wing. And by himself is Ainsworth as the siren sounds to end the second quarter here at St Albans Park.
Well, I'm wondering Bannockburn might be very grateful the siren sounded because
stop the bleeding, I think.
At half-time, East Geelong, 9 goals, 9-63, leading Bannockburn to 8-20, only having kicked 2 behinds in that quarter. So back in the middle, we're about to start the third quarter as the siren sounded. Umpire Guamachia puts the ball in the air. Johnson continues his dominance, takes the knockdown, and Chamberlain grabbed without the footy, and we'll get the first free kick of the third quarter. So in the centre of the ground, Chamberlain for East, long kick inside forward 50. Scobbleack coming out. He's beset by numbers of Bannockburn. A series of handballs comes to, well, there's an advantage paid. I don't know how much advantage. Filet had the ball and finds O'Shannessy on centre wing for Bannockburn. The free kick went to Bannock, and they've continued down the ground. Not too sure where he's going to go.
Nothing to kick to, Eric.
John O'Shannessy has the footy, and goodness me, I suppose he's kicked it where he should be playing. Tailor-made there for Carroll. Can't take the mark. Dwayne Broom, round on the right foot, goes towards full forward. You can't mark it from behind. Tom Mullane Grant, and Stevenson takes the comfortable mark. Defends out wide to the outer side. Goes looking for Mick O'Leary. O'Leary can't take the ball on the full. Hits the ground. Quarter, no change to the half-time score. East 9-9. So lead East Bannockburn 2-8.
Johnson with another tap down, but doesn't go too far this time. It's gone back towards the band. Again, umpire throws it in front. Ball one down by Johnson, and two. Chamberlain kicks round the corner, but this time just a bit wide, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. Taking off Matthew Lewis.
The boundary umpire signalled it was touched off the boot, so they're going to throw it in.
And Hoey over the top. Lewis knocks the ball forward, tries to get his own knock down, but comes to Paisley. Paisley does well, steps around a couple of players, goes towards half forward. O'Leary's the target. O'Leary takes the mark. So Sean O'Leary, good strong mark, and a 50-metre penalty again. We'll see Sean O'Leary right on the tip of the goal square, if not goal line, I would think, because that was right on 50. So umpire takes him all the way back, and Sean O'Leary from point-blank range will have no trouble in kicking his second goal of the afternoon, and that is the 10th goal for the East Geelong side.
Ball goes up once again. Johnson, well, Filet made a contest on that occasion, but the ball still comes to East Geelong, goes to inside forward 50. Bannockburn now defending stoutly as Van Ingen gets the footy, forced to kick quickly. Wishart takes it, handball when tackled. Gets a handball clear, but they're not doing anything. Chamberlain attacks the footy, crashes through 2 tackles, and gets the kick towards centre forward with strong play. O'Hara, good position, and
takes the mark.
Well, the free kick surely's got to go to Matt Lewis, because if he didn't get the mark, he got tackled over the head, and that is the way the umpire saw it. So Lewis for Bannockburn at centre half back, goes middle of the ground. Chamberlain, brilliant one-handed mark. When you're hot, and he is today. Rob Chamberlain wide to the outer half forward flank. O'Leary forces Dan Gibbs under the footy again, and now there's a contest at ground level. Sean O'Leary does well against 2 and pushes the ball toward the boundary. The chance you take. Hoey doing the ruck work from the boundary throw in, comes down to Colliger. Colliger gets a handball forward. There's a whistle on player held without the football. It is a Bannockburn free kick. And Perkins. It's gone to Perkins, goes towards half forward, but they've got nothing forward of the centre, Bannockburn, have they?
Johnson in ruck, gets the ball down, goes to, this time Broom coming through the pack, legged as the umpire, and a free kick goes to Aaron Broom. So Bannockburn with possession, centre wing will need to get a wriggle on here if they're going to make any inroads into this margin they've got at the moment. So Broom now goes long, 2 centre half forward. Shaw can't get to the flight of the pay, and the umpire says it's in the back, and a free kick will go to Thomas, I think it is, off half back. So right in the true centre half back position, Thomas Plays on, goes wide, looking for Chamberlain again, and why wouldn't you? Out there is Colliger, but in support is O'Leary, and that's Mick O'Leary. Goes towards half forward again.
It has to come from Woods and Watts and those type of players, and tuck it over the room, and Aaron Broom have some risks.
So Dando gets the ruck ball down, but it only goes as far as Hildebrand. Hildebrand goes to centre half forward. Ball's dropped there by Dave Gibbs, tackled without the ball, and there should be a free kick, and is. And David Gibbs takes the resulting free kick. Comes to the clubroom side of the ground, looking for Broom. And good pressure there from O'Hara. It is. Gets the ball down to Timmy Carpenny, but Carpenny can't pick the ball up. Now with Dean Perkins. Puddles the ball in front of him. Broom's there to support him. Over the top's Perkins. Now he gets a handball out only as far as the boundary line. And O'Hara sees the ball over the boundary line, but it's gone to Dean Perkins once again, and plays allowed to continue. Baker attacks the ball well, does extremely well, picks the ball up, keeps it in front, goes by hand, back to, yes, Chamberlain once again, gets around, steadies now, long kick, 60-metre kick towards goal, Scrabble at the target, behind, Far, knocks the ball to the ground, Far goes back and tries to pick the ball out of the pack, does so, kick off the ground there by Dando, only as far as Aaron Broom, but good pressure there from Hoey, knocks the ball to Gopani, goes short, looking for Coy, and that's Brad. He can't pick the ball up. Actually, I think it's Josh who's got the ball. But it's Dave Gibbs that comes away with the ball. Handball's out to Woods, now playing in the midfield. Goes towards the half-forward line. Hickleton in front, but a good, strong spoil there from Lachlan it is. He's able to win possession. Goes short, finds Chamberlain. So there's the Karang connection now. Chamberlain goes towards half-forward. Van Ingen over the top. O'Leary, the only one on the ground, reads the flight of the ball well. Gets pressure from behind the tackle, but able to get to O'Hara. O'Hara to Hildebrand to the goal square, and Scrobelack takes the mark inside the square, so he should line up directly in front.
He probably
so the big fella.
He cheated a bit, Scrobelack, didn't he? He relied on his team getting the footy.
Right spot, right place, and he goes back and kicks the goal. So there's the 11th goal to the East Geelong side.
You've got to put experience in there.
So in the middle, Johnson again, tap down, but Hoey does the second effort, then kicks the ball off the ground towards half forward. Oh, Ryan Coy, brilliant attack on the footy. Now there's a whistle on play. The handball went to Hildebrand, and the free kick has been paid down ground. I don't know. All the players don't know. Umpire Harmer's the only one that knows what it's all about. But the ball's going to be given to Adam Scrobelack, who I guess...
Thank you very much, he says.
Yes. And Umpire Harmer went all the way down, explained the situation. So in the interim, the ball's handed to Adam Scrobelack, who's just kicked the last goal a few moments ago. The man in the mark's 30 metres out, near enough to directly in front. Scrobelack already 5, moves in. We're pretty much behind the line of this kick. And it's a shocker off to the left-hand side, and I would have thought that's one that he would have been bread and butter. 5, third quarter, 2:8:20 to Grandy Cycles' third quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes gone.
So Broom comes out wide, goes to the half-back line looking for Lee Perkins, but pressure there from Paisley, I think it is, sees the ball over the boundary line just outside the 50-metre zone. Lewis with him, but again, Johnson does well, knocks the ball to the front of the pack, coming through there. Picking up the ball is Woods, goes back to the centre of the ground. A good tack on the ball there by Watts, able to trap it and get the ball out to Broom. Broom now has time, steadies, but good pressure from the East Geelong side. Oh, he's a bit lucky there, Broom. I think he knocked the ball out in the tackle, and it should have been a free kick, but he's 1-1 for in the back. So Aaron Broom just backward of centre wing.
This is where the break
has
down,
the ball, goes short, looking for and trying to find Shaw, but Hoey's put himself in the hole. Watts does well at ground level. Pell's picked up by Wishart. Wishart comes back. I think it's Perkins' head over the ball. Now with Shaw. College is in there. Going nowhere, and the umpire says it's going to be a ball up just 10 metres away from the centre square. So Scrobelack's put himself into the ruck for a run. Against Dando. Dando up a bit too early. Scrobelack knocks the ball forward, goes to Woods. House time, steadies, goes round the corner. Shaw's the target in front. Bounces on the cricket pitch, we'll call it. Ball comes down to the front of the pack, picked up there by Baker. Looked like he threw it out to Scrobelack, but it's good hands there from Scrobelack. That went 30. Found Coy. Coy going forward. Finds O'Hara with a good attack on the ball. And Dean O'Hara now from 50 or outside 50 goes to the goal square. Target will be Lewis is manhandling the player in the goal square.
Free kick.
And I think it's player in Ainsworth again, I think, that's got the free kick. Yes, no, it's not. It's Pat Hoey. So Pat Hoey going back with the flight of the ball, interfered with there by Lewis.
You just held him off the ball.
And the free kick
It
will
was
go to
it was one of those wrestling though, Laura.
Yeah.
They're both wrestling one another. I'd find it difficult to interpret those.
So from the top of the square, again, we
We're
are
just not going
right
your way,
behind
though,
the
Eric.
flight of
It's
the ball
okay.
here. And I would think would not have any trouble in posting the 12th goal for the East Geelong side. So Hoey moves in from the top of the square. That has not missed at all. It's gone straight over the umpire's head. That's the 12th goal for East Geelong. So
ball in the air, Scrobelac and Dando. Neither really gets tapped down. Aaron Broom emerges with the footy around the body towards forward 50, but there's nobody there from Bannockburn. Hickleton's coming forward. The ball kicked off the ground by Baker and it's landed just inside the field of play, outside defensive. So it's been all East Geelong as Scrobelac gets the tap down to Coy. Ryan, he eludes a tackle, kicks back towards centre wing, and it's all East Geelong back there. Aaron Broom does well, gets the ball to Dean Perkins. Perkins, I think he's kicked that to somebody out in St Albans Road. It is out of bounds on the full, and a free kick goes to
Baker.
Baker, is it?
Yep.
It's just out of my line of vision, but Baker now just outside defensive 50. He long kick along the boundary line. Numbers with Bannockburn, and there's a good mark to Alistair. Oh, the umpire didn't pay it. The only person that had any part of the football was Alistair Woods. As you said, Laurie, when you're not hot, you're not hot, because Alistair Woods clearly took that, mark. And umpire Hunter couldn't see that from 10 metres away. We're 40 metres away, and it was as clear as clear. However, we go on as the ball goes in there. Chamberlain doing the ruck work now, almost picked up the runner there, and he's punched at 50 metres, I guess, because by the time it finishes, it's almost on half forward flank out of bounds, and in front of the scoreboard, which is a sorry sight for Bannockburn. It reads 2-8 the third quarter. Chamberlain again does the ruck work, punches it further forward for East Geelong. Running onto the football.
Oh, shut the gate.
And that was
Josh Coy.
Josh Coy intercepted the handball, ran into the open goal, kicks his second goal.
Yeah. Dando this time gets the ball down, goes to Broom, but a good strong tackle there from Carroll.
Jeez, they've been right on the wing.
Carroll has got the resulting free kick. So Mick Carroll inside the square, goes now towards the half-forward line, looking for, tries to find, this time Wood's taken another mark, and it's going to be awarded this time. Goes quickly towards centre wing, Broom's moved to that position, that's Aaron, takes the mark, swings around, on the run, going to be heading back towards centre half forward with a kick, and that's where it goes, long kick, but the only bloke back there is Scrobelac, and he takes the mark.
Switches
directly, comes across the ground, finds Lachlan it is, taking the mark, still inside 50. Coy pushes forward, he'll be by himself. Wishart trying to defend both spots. He goes over the top. Carpenny comes up the ground and presents well, takes the mark, goes back to Lachlan. Lachlan now switches direction, goes to the far wing. Target's going to be Chamberlain behind, Colliger in front, and we'll get the free kick for interference in the contest there.
Probably the first thing Chamberlain's done wrong all day.
He just went up before acceptances.
So Colliger now centre wing. Looking to put Bannockburn back in the tank, goes short, looking for Dando, puts one hand up, can't take the mark. Hoey does it, ground level, picks the ball up. Handball comes out to Lachlan. Lachlan at centre half back, quick hands to Carpenny. Carpenny to O'Leary. O'Leary over the top. Chamberlain or Stevenson try to get the ball, but a bad bounce comes, falls back in the hands of Dean Perkins. Dean Perkins round the corner to his brother Lee. Lee now outside 50, goes short, and a good strong mark in front to Clint Shaw, and he takes the mark. I don't think I'll be showing the ball to him just yet, mate. Kick the goal, then say something. So from 45 metres out, Clint Shaw, a chance to kick the first goal since quarter time for the Bannockburn side. To say they need it would be an understatement. So Clint Shaw moves in to kick off the boot, going towards goal, too far across to the left-hand side and through for a minor score.
Baker kicks to himself once again and runs to the outer side. Long kick well outside the defensive 50. Marking content, half forward flank for Bannockburn. Johnson straight into the action, gets the tap down. Back of the pack, the handballs come out to Tom Mullane Grant. Gone for the torpedo. It's landed straight in the arms of Sinclair, 20 metres out from defensive goal. He's found Ryan Coy. He runs off, has a bounce, kicks low, skimming towards centre wing. Numbers for Bannockburn there. What can they do with it? They chip it back inboard, looking for Dean Perkins, find him. And Dean Perkins now, and this is where they fall down. East Geelong got numbers back now inside defensive 50, and Bannockburn really haven't got anybody to kick to. Perkins now, whistle to play on, goes towards half forward Shaw. Good mark in a cluster there of three East Geelong players. puts the hands up, and unfortunately most of his kicks, Dale, have been from this distance. He hasn't quite made it on any occasion.
We
Might
have
be
the radar
marginally closer this one, I think. This might be just within the range.
So sure, he's got absolutely no
He's got a
confidence
shank.
because he basically didn't get anywhere near the man, the mark, hooked it across the body and out of bounds in the full. So he's missed absolutely everything. 19 minutes in the third quarter. And I think Bannockburn will be hoping this day's over before it ends, because Baker for East. The long clearing defensive kick, Stevenson in good position, but Filet back on the ground has taken a good mark outside forward 50, and he now plays on, goes around the man on the mark towards centre half forward. Big pack of players there. Back of the pack, it was picked up there by...
you're kidding me.
Dando.
Dando ran...
Chance to play on, it goes short. Hoey's there by himself. Good pressure from behind from Woods. Didn't have the ball. Probably should have been a free kick there to Hoey, but this time it's Colliger at ground level. Knocks the ball forward, picked up by Broom, sweeps out of the pack, goes towards Dean Perkins. Perkins looking for some options. Pressure from Carpenny, goes back towards the square. Shaw again, leaning out strongly, has taken another mark. And Thomas not happy with his efforts there, but I don't think I'll be stepping in front of the big fella coming forward myself.
Not at that pace.
Especially being that far in front too, I think, looking towards next week. So
I might have a
Clint
bet with you
Shaw,
on this one, Smithy.
you reckon he'll get the distance?
He'll kick it.
It's a goal?
Yep.
Laurie's called the goal, so he comes in. Clint kicks at the ball. It's not a good-looking kick off the boot, but it's got the right effect, Laurie.
What was it?
Good call. Good call, Laurie.
Heapers, it looked like they could have. Again in the middle, Johnson tapped down. This time wasn't to Chamberlain, was it?
No.
It was to Hoey instead, but Bannockburn working hard now. Broom, he loses possession. Handball comes out to Carpenny. He goes backwards to Baker, and now Baker to, well, Johnson's made a loose man of himself on centre wing, takes the mark, hooks it around the body. Not a good kick, but it's inside forward. O'Hara up high, doesn't take the mark.
Got the free kick.
But, well, I don't know whether he's been paid the mark. The free kick, no, the umpire missed that one, and got away with it. So Dean O'Hara, man on the mark at 50, decides to have a go. It's a huge kick, land in the goal square. Scobbleack eased out of the contest. Coming in there was Ainsworth on his favoured left foot, but I think he's missed everything by a fair margin. Goes to defensive goal square. Bannockburn now through Perkins. Dean go outside 50 to Brother Lee. Can't take the mark. Now Bannockburn in a bit of trouble, although the handball comes out to Colliger. He goes over the top, not positive stuff, but Filet has time to steady. Kicks towards the lead at half forward. Well, Mick O'Leary all over the top there of Dwayne Broom, but the umpire said no, all's in order as Thomas comes behind the pack. Hooks around the body, unfortunately looking for somebody out in Boundary Road, and out of bounds on the full by a fair margin. 23 minutes gone, third quarter. I wouldn't think 5 goals for the quarter. As Alistair Woods now decides to come inboard the corridor, looks for and finds Colliger. Colliger now plays on quickly into forward 50, but nobody there for Bannockburn. Thomas, uncontested mark, and I don't know where the forwards are for Bannockburn as he comes out, finds Hildebrand just outside defensive 50, and Hildebrand for East. Just chips it further forward, and a mark taken easily by Hoey. And, well, Gibbs might have been rather fortunate not to get a 50 again, because the ball spilled out of Thomas's hand.
Yep, he was just blindsided a little.
Was he?
Yep.
So Thomas now for East, in front of our broadcast position, goes looking for O'Hara, finds Sean O'Leary at back of the pack, little handball to Hildebrand. Hildebrand sees O'Hara running forward, decides to look for him. Ball spills the back of the pack, Woods for Bannockburn. Takes the footy, chips over the top to Brad Watts. Watts now decides to go right across the ground, finds Dwayne Broom. Not a mark, it's a free kick certainly. Pushing the back to Dwayne Broom from Mick O'Leary. Broom now goes out wide, has find, can't see, I think it's Colliger, was it?
Yep.
Goes towards the lead at the centre of the ground. O'Shaughnessy takes the mark. Colliger does well, runs forward. Alistair Woods on his own. Wishart's just come onto the ground. Woods now, it's a good looking pass. He's found Clint Shaw, but again, the man on the mark's 40 metres from goal. This time it's on worse than 45-degree angle. Laurie,
looking for direction, Laurie.
So Clint Shaw.
If he was in the form he was in last year in the Prim final, I would back him, but he's not quite in that kicking form.
So Shaw, we're behind this ball. He's made a pretty good fist of it, I can tell you. And
Laurie, where's your...
has kicked a goal. Clint Shaw, as the siren sounds. So right on the siren for three-quarter time. A little bit of pride coming for Bannockburn as Shaw kicks his second. and the fourth for Bannockburn. So at three-quarter time, Bannockburn 4 goals 10-34, trail East Geelong 13-10, 88. Goal kickers to three-quarter time for East Geelong. Scrobelack has 5. Adam Hunter puts the ball in the air. We're underway. The tap down this time comes to Troy Colliger. Runs immediately, has a bounce, goes towards Shaw at full forward. He's a long way out of goal, but East Geelong, that's fantastic work. Thomas was grabbed. The umpire's given him a free kick for a trip. I think the tackle as he was running went from the leg, from the hips down to the ankle. But, Chamberlain's landed very, very heavily after standing on somebody's shoulders in that contest. He's pretty sore, and the ball in the meantime has ended up in the arms of Sean O'Leary. Forward 50 for East. The handball comes forward, and the kick to the goal square. Scrobelack and that's Nick Farr back at fullback. Farr at ground level wins the contest. Handballs to Violet. He's got nowhere to go. Carries the footy and goes towards O'Shannessy in the centre of the ground. Numbers with East Geelong. Sinclair, handball to Baker. Baker off the left foot towards the centre half forward position. All Bannockburn back there, but they're going half pace as Violet picks it up. Chips it out wide, terrible kick. He's back on his feet and running after the footy. Chamberlain picks it up. Handball back to Sean O'Leary. O'Leary tackle as he kicked the footy, but does find O'Hara just outside forward 50. A minute and a half, final quarter. No change to the three-quarter time scores. 13-10, 4-10. East in front.
So the ball's gone back to the square and Scrobelack comes out, but in front of the square again. This time Hildebrand kicks around the corner and through for a goal. Those players now looking to get some ascendancy, but Johnson straight over the top does well, but Malone Grant reads the flight of the ball coming out of the contest. Kicks forward quickly, finds Broom. Broom carries towards the front of the square, goes long towards Hickleton. Coming out is Lachlan, does well. Good pressure there from the Bannockburn side, but again, the support from the East Geelong side is exceptional. They get the ball, they get back in support. The ball's come free into the hands of O'Shannessy. Now with Paisley, he can't take clean possession. Falls in the hand of Perkins, who's under the ball. Gets a handball out this time, only as far as Stevenson goes back to the goal square. Not a good looking handball. Sinclair's able to pick the ball up though. Has time, kicks the ball along the ground, looking for touch. Will he find it? No, he won't. Watts picks the ball up, goes short, poor looking kick, only as far as O'Leary. O'Leary picks the ball up, his handball gone astray. Now it's with Woods. Woods goes short, trying to find Perkins, but Sinclair, reading the ball better, picks the ball off, goes by hand to Stevenson. He comes wide looking for Hildebrand in front of Lewis. Lewis runs with him, pushes him off the ball, good body use, but Hildebrand's able to pick the ball up. Only a short kick, chases the ball down again, but only as far as Watts. Now back to Thomas. Thomas has the pressure from behind, has time to steady. Again going forward, the kicks are not finding their mark at the moment. Broom goes forward this time. Wishart goes through his hands, picked up there by Carroll. Carroll now, he goes short. Will he find a target? Just out of the reach of O'Hara, but he runs hard, can't pick the ball up. Back in the hands of Gibbs now, and that's Dan Gibbs, goes towards half forward. Better looking kick, a mark to Zach Hickleton. Hickleton goes round the corner quickly, looking for Shaw. Good pressure there from Paisley, and support from Johnson. He's the player that picks the ball up. Goes by hand. Oh, another poor skill there. Back in the hands of Clint Shaw, left foot, round the corner, towards goal, and it's through for a minor score.
35, they trail East 14-10, 94. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. East have brought the ball back in very, very quickly. The kick now is towards centre wing. O'Hara from behind. Can't take the mark, but at ground level. East again. Go away with Ainsworth. The left foot towards half forward. Sean O'Leary. Oh, body work there.
Run it right.
Just tips the ball over the top to Ryan Coy. He's drawn the player there. And that was poor old Nick Farr. Handball over the top.
We're back down the centre. In ruck Violet. This time he may have got the ball down. Favours Colliger. He can't take clean possession. Coming off the wing was the player there. And Thomas, I think, can't also take possession. Umpire's going to ball it up. So still in the centre square.
Sorry, Dale. This saw 3 East Geelong blokes run forward outside the pack there. So they didn't get it out. But that's what they can afford to do now.
Umpire again restarts play. Johnson does well, knocks the ball just to the front, picked up there, and a scrum with a lot of players over the top of it. Hoey tries to work his way down, does so now with a quick kick forward, going forward. Lewis, a spoil from behind. Coming the other way is Violet, picked up by Wishart, goes by hand to Reek. Reek looking for support, goes over the top to Gibbs. Gibbs has the ball now, just on the half-back line, goes towards centre wing. Not a good-looking kick, and Ainsworth takes the mark. Spins, turns, goes on the left foot, finds Hildebrand.
Oh, good catch.
Still just probably centre wing attacking into the ground for the East Geelong side. Swings the ball back towards centre half forward. Target there's Chamberlain coming from behind. Violet gets the ball down now, hasn't been able to pick the ball up by hand to Lewis. Feeds the ball out. Umpire says he didn't dispose of the ball incorrectly, and the free kick goes to Pearsnell. Goes quickly to full forward. Scrobelack in front, but Coy again front and square. Scrobelack on the left foot, round the corner to the goal square. O'Hara's best favoured by the contest of the ball. Ball's in the goal square, kicks it off the ground and goes through. Yes, it does.
As the ball goes in the air, and this time Violet gets the tap down over Johnson, goes to Colliger on the left foot towards half forward. There's a whistle on play. Is he going to...
a free kick.
I think Zach Hickleton certainly made the most of a little bit of a nudge, and he's got the free kick. Man on the mark's 40 metres, 45 metres from goal. Will take a good kick from young Zach, but he is a very good kick of the footy, particularly kicking at goal. So Zach Hickleton now, the opportunity to get some sort of salvage something out of the wreck for Bannockburn. Nice looking kick, made good contact. It's a lovely kick. In fact, got the distance comfortably, and Zach Hickleton kicks his first for the day.
Ruckman again, Violet and Johnson, maybe Violet again, knocks the ball, comes to the centre wing, picked up this time. Colliger again with the clearance out of the centre. He goes long towards the full forward line. But Stevenson can't take the mark, and there's another free kick again. And this time it goes to Mullane Grant. So Mullane Grant from 25 metres out, a 45-degree angle, has a chance to kick the 6th goal for the Bannockburn side. So comes in now from 25 to 30 metres out, almost directly in front. Just chips at the ball, goes across, and he has missed.
5 goals from 17 shots.
No, not at all, Eric. But bad, as we say, bad kicking's bad footy.
Yes, that's true. As the umpire now whistles the ball back into play. It's a huge kick from East Geelong. Mark dropped there by Perkins. Picked up again, chipped forward for Bannockburn. This time Mullane Grant attacks the footy, and that's much better passage of play. Came round, found Dwayne Broom. Broom now has the lead coming from Zach Hickleton. Unfortunately got outmanoeuvred, ended up behind the contest. Now Brad Watts, can he pick it up before the boundary line? He can. Tries to handball along the line. Unfortunately, flank for Bannockburn, kicking to the northern end in this final quarter. Ball, a bit of a scrimmage there. It's almost like a rugby scrimmage as players have got the footy, others are trying to drag it out. Howie ended up with the footy. The umpire blew the whistle, said, I would like it. And the ball would be put in the air. 11.5 minutes gone, final quarter. As the ball goes in the air once again. Ball tapped down. Picked up by Dean Perkins, slips as he tried to turn. Now there's a whistle on play. The umpire, it's a delayed free kick. Perkins must have been
in the back,
impeded after he got rid of the footy, perhaps. And Dean Perkins on the half-forward flank has got the free kick from the umpire. Just chips it along the boundary. The lead has come there from Shaughnessy, is it?
Yep.
And one of his few marks for the day, Dale, and normally a very, very good mark. But man on the mark is 45, is a very acute angle. It's a long, deep pocket here at St Albans. Decides to go to the head of the goal square. That's where he needs to. Who's back there? Only East Geelong through Sinclair. And takes a mark unopposed. Kicked into the man on the mark. That's unforgivable, but luckily it fell back into his hands. And then just a wild kick toward the middle of the ground. There is David Gibbs for Bannockburn. Picks it up. He chips it towards full forward. And this time Lee Perkins has taken the mark. And I see Troy Colliger coming up in front of us. He's been a bit sore for about 5 or 6 minutes. I saw him other side of the centre. Took a heavy knock. But in the interim, Lee Perkins, 40 metres out directly in front. We've seen him with a bit of problem at the other end, getting distance. He might probably have the same problem here. He hasn't kicked it at all well. In fact, never got the distance. It's still in the field of play. Bannockburn working forward pockets, thrown in. picked up there at the back of the pack. Oh, Reek immediately dispossessed. It's come out to Dwayne Broome. He's hooked it across the face of goal again. Off hands, I think East Geelong happy to concede. Another behind. 5:13, 43, Bannockburn. 16:10, 106, East Geelong. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 13.5 minutes gone.
So the ball to be brought back into play once again. Nice looking kick this time, goes to the half-back line. Johnson can't take the Marco Shaughnessy up in front. Comes to the front of the pack again, and Hildebrand picks the ball up. Comes to Aaron Broome, a good strong tackle there from behind by Sinclair it is. The ball now back in the hands of Violet. Across the top of the pack is Perkins, gets the ball down this time only as far as Ainsworth. He goes round the corner towards centre wing. Dean Perkins can't take the mark. O'Hara comes up, tackles that player, puts pressure on. He goes short, round the corner to Wishart, looking to play on but doesn't, holds the ball up. Now goes short, finds Reek, who's pushed forward. Reek gone to half forward line, kicks the ball now to the forward pocket. Shaw in a lead, probably not the right spot to lead, reaches over the top and the ball throws the ball back into play. Perkins again across the top. Comes as far as Shaw. Shaw gets a handball out, goes to Mick O'Leary. Mick O'Leary gets the ball, goes across the front of goal, ends up with Thomas running out of the back pocket. Has time to steady now, runs his full complement of the ground, but then with the pressure sees the ball and kicks it over the boundary line on centre wing. Matthew Lewis will take the resulting free kick.
Wouldn't mind buying some land off the umpire if that was 15 metres running.
It was a fair travel, wasn't
I reckon
it?
He went 40.
He did the right thing, so Matthew Lewis with the resulting free kick. Will go short, finds Reek, able to play on from that position. Looking to push the ball forward, going across the ground. Broome's a target, but Bully from half-backs pushed up the ground. Takes a mark outside 50. Again, goes short. Not a good execution. Can't find Shaw, who lead too deep there, I think. Should be coming up the ground. Picked up there by Lachlan. Goes short and finds Pearsnell, I think it is. Pearsnell. Or it was Ainsworth again, sorry. Ainsworth goes back to the centre wing. Bully able to get a spoil on the ball. Comes to the back of the pack, picked up by O'Leary. Kicks the ball round the corner, forward, but a free kick for let's just say a stupid bit of play, I would think, because the ball was going nowhere. But the now ball in the hands of Dean O'Hara, kicks the ball to centre half forward, and Hildebrand tries to pick the ball off the ground. Goes now to Reek it is, who's tackled by Hildebrand. Hildebrand comes out with the ball, goes backwards, finds Dean Perkins. Perkins to his brother, but Broome steps in front, has the ball now, has time to run and carry the ball, has support from two players, gets towards the top end of the square, comes towards 50, now kicks the ball, tries to find Malone Grant Stevenson, but Malone Grant with a bit of body use takes a strong mark. So a similar shot on goal from where he was some 5 minutes ago. And Tommy Malone Grant will go back to line up for his third goal and Bannockburn sixth for the afternoon. So Malone Grant from 25 metres out, would be no further, comes in. This time kicks through the ball a bit better, and that's a better result because the umpire has gone back to the centre of the square. It is a goal to Tommy Malone Grant.
Bannockburn have achieved him, Eric, too.
Yeah, Johnson on this occasion gets the ball down to Coy, and East win this clearance round the body, but in the way at half forward is Matt Lewis for Bannockburn. Just a kick off one step, very, very ordinary. Kicked it straight to Johnson. I don't know what he was doing there. Handball to Mick O'Leary. He kicks it to Sean. He can't take the mark at ground level. It's Ainsworth. Picks the footy up. Umpire said no prior opportunity. And the ball still inside the centre square, almost centre wing on the western side here at St Albans. The ball goes in the air. Johnson gets the tap down. Finally, the handball comes back to Dan Gibbs for Bannockburn. Kicks towards half forward. Absolutely nobody there for Bannockburn. Sean O'Leary, at least Mick O'Leary, the only person there. Chips it to the middle. Carpenny towards half forward. Oh, from behind. Great mark there to Hoey. And umpire had been blowing the whistle for some time, and Hoey will take the kick. Gets the lead from full forward, and
very careful.
Goodness me, that's a mark taken. Umpire not allowing the.
Just as well, I think it was a point. I think.
Well, I think there's no play advantage to a mark. He's obviously paid the mark.
Josh Coy, isn't it?
It is Josh Coy, already 2 to his name, and I'd guess from 30 metres out, near enough to directly in front, shouldn't have a great deal of difficulty in adding to the East Geelong cause. which has been very, very good today so far. So man on the mark, 30 out, near enough to directly in front. 19 minutes gone, final quarter. And Josh Coy about to come in and have a shot for goal for East Geelong. Josh Coy's gone back a long way, moves in, good comfortable approach over the football. He sprayed it to the right hand side, give him a wrap, and what do they do to you? But scoreboard, almost 20 minutes gone.
So Broome plays on, goes with a kick outside 50, but only as far as Ainsworth. He comes back round the corner, but again finds Broome, who's come out in front of Scroblack, takes a mark, goes quickly towards centre wing. Carroll at the back of the pack will run onto the ball. Has support from Carpenny, but he gets around the oncoming player. Time to steady. Kicks forward once again towards half forward, but in front is Aaron Broome once again, and he takes the mark. So Broome outside the defensive 50 zone. Will kick back towards centre half, towards centre wing. Plays on there. The handball to Gibbs. Gibbs now has time to steady. Goes towards the centre of the ground, but again, a poor looking kick. And chipping in front is Mick O'Leary. Has Coy running round the back, and that's Ryan Coy. Ignored both times. O'Leary now goes back towards centre half forward. And why wouldn't you? Because Scroblack's in that direction. Big fella up over the tack. Knocks the ball to the front of the ground. And this is where they've been good, front and square. But Van Ingen chips it in front of the play this time. Goes to Gibbs, who doesn't have possession of the ball. And a free kick goes to Dave Gibbs. So Dave Gibbs inside the 50-metre arc has the ball. Looks to change direction. Comes across the ground. Finds Lewis. Lewis now looking wider, goes to Dan Gibbs, who has time to come wider. Will have Perkins, and that's Lee. Has to stand underneath the ball. Does so. Good pressure and support there from Ryan Coy at ground level. He's tackled, slung to the ground. Over the top's his brother, I think. So we've got Coy. No, and umpires are steaming in there to call players to settle down. We'll throw the ball up quickly. Now it's in the air. Comes down towards O'Shannessy. O'Shannessy knocks the ball down, but Carroll plucks the ball off. Goes back to the hot spot. In front of the pack is Farr, and Nick Farr takes the mark. Blows quickly. This time Dean Perkins at centre half back. Plays on quickly. Kicks the ball towards half forward. Broome leads in race for the ball, and that's Dwayne. He goes by hand back towards Van Ingen. Can't pick up the half volley. Does well. That's Ainsworth at ground level. Knocks the ball back. Comes out to Pearsnell. Pearsnell goes wider. Looks for Thomas. Thomas with Carpenny running forward. He's been better today. Has the ball. Travels well in towards the forward line. Kicks wide to the pocket, and O'Leary, Sean, takes the mark some 40 metres out from goal.
Their forward set-up, Laurie's worked very, very well, East, hasn't it?
Yeah, mate, they present, Eric, when the ball comes forward, and you've got a couple of choices, and that was a good one.
So Sean O'Leary from 40 metres out, deep in the pocket, kicks on goal. Ball coming back, going through for a goal. That's his third goal of the afternoon, the 17th goal for the East Geelong.
Middle, 23 minutes gone. Johnson continues, tapped it down into the path of Ryan Coy. Handball over the top to Hildebrand. Hildebrand to Sean O'Leary. Sean, well, he got Dan Gibbs under the football, but unfortunately the ball 17-12, 114 lead. Bannockburn 6-13-14 on Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes gone. The kick in came to was it Dan Gibbs? He finds Aaron Broome. Aaron Broome back into the corridor. That's a well-weighted kick. Finds Wishart. Handball to Dando, who was running. Dando kicks towards half forward. Stevenson leads in the race for the footy. 2-on-1 there. Stevenson and Sinclair against Malane Grant. The numbers went out. East back to the corridor. That's marked to Ainsworth again. Chips it into the centre of the ground. Carpenny. He gets it forward. Not a good handball, and East under pressure, but luck's a fortune. Kick off the ground straight into the arms of Johnson. Handball to Ryan Coy, and Ryan Coy inside forward 50. Ball comes to Josh Coy. Sean O'Leary there trying to support his teammates, but numbers went out for Bannockburn as it's Farr to Broome. Aaron Broome to the middle of the ground, and Brad Watts, one of his few touches for the day, takes the mark, plays on quickly to O'Shannessy. That's the best passage of play Bannockburn have had for most of the day. He's run on, Watts bounces to himself, loses the ball in the bounce, and now puts his teammates under pressure. Although Wishart receives a handball, runs forward, kicked it absolutely straight to John Sinclair, And that's been the story of Bannockburn's day. Can't hit a target, and now East Geelong clear across the face of goal.
So we've gone directly across to the other back pocket now, and Paisley has taken the mark. Steady's up. He's going to go straight back across the ground. This time Stevenson. They've gone backwards but have control. Stevenson now runs forward, kicks wide, coming out towards the half-back line. A good strong mark there by Thomas. Takes the mark. Ryan Corley's been looking to come off the ground, I think, for the last 2 or 3. Still standing in that spot by himself and takes a mark. Goes forward, players leading forward, goes to his brother this time, and a good strong mark is Josh in front of Gibbs. So Josh Coy, half forward line, has a chance to put the East Geelong side further into attack. So Josh Coy looks up forward and goes long. Target will be O'Hara. In the front is Nick Farr, and he takes the mark. So Farr goes by hand over the top, finds Broom. Broom turns, carries the ball now, gets support from Reek, goes towards half forward, and Malane Grant leads in the run for the ball. Has Wishart coming bare, didn't use him, goes over the top, looking for Shaw. Sinclair going back with a flight, Paisley's there, can't take the mark, but at ground level does well. Goes to Stevenson, gets the ball out. Stevenson's allowed to play on as the siren sounds, and we'll see the East Geelong side to move forward next week to meet the Belmont Lions.
So that's it. The qualifying final has been played and won and lost, and the final score here at St Albans. East Geelong, 17 goals 12, 114, have defeated Bannockburn, 6 goals 13, 40.